EA Sports is proud to present PGA Tour coverage. Today it's live opening round coverage of the Career Builder Challenge. Picking it up live down at the 10th. Frank, nothing spectacular to this point in the first round. What does the player need to do just to kind of generate some momentum?
I actually think they're playing all right, Rich. It's just, you compared to the top of the leaderboard, you start to think, well, maybe they're struggling. But there's ebbs and flows in this game. At the moment, it's just sort of almost like a holding pattern. But it's time to change that. Seen some long tee shots, but it's the advantage to tee that ball up, get it up there quickly, get the wind behind you. It's amazing how far you can hit it.
Getting set for another approach. Our featured golfer really looks dialed in at this point.
Yeah, right now this is a great feeling to have as a golfer. Your swing's good, the timing, it's almost like it's just completely natural. You don't have to think. The swing is exactly where you want it to be. So really you're just looking at the flag in front of you.
Seems to like it. Looks like it's headed for the green. That was a solid strike and a good result. Getting set now over the putt. Wow, rolling the ball beautifully, makes birdie again.
Yeah, that pace, that roll, it's always getting to the hole, and it's the perfect, what we call the perfect holding speed. It uses all 4 1/4 inches of the cup.
That appeared to be a good strike right there, Frank.
Oh, good. It's just towering. Look at that hanging in the sky.
Oh, he loves that one. You can see it. This one is high, it is deep, and it is gone. Set for his next shot from a good position in the fairway. Frank, you've played in conditions all over the world. Here come the winds now. What's the mindset?
Well, this is really what separates the men from the boys. This is where you've got to tell yourself, and it's an advantage to you. Obviously, the scores will go up a little bit, given the conditions. But once again, this is going to suit the stronger player today.
You like the old phrase, swing easy when it's breezy?
Definitely when you're hitting it into a head breeze. But down breeze, tee it up a little bit, try and ride that wind some more.
Putting a good round together now at 4 under. Right now another clever small par 4, only 363 yards here at the 12th.
A couple of different options here, Rich. You can lay it up just short of where that nose of the bunker starts to poke out on the right side of the fairway. Then you're going to be left with something in the sort of 140, 150 yard mark to the flag. Or if you want to get a little sort of greedy, you start to sneak it up there where it gets narrow. It's shorter, but requires a better shot.
Appears to be a smart shot, Frank.
Yeah, no problem here. That's going to fly all the way.
I mean, that is a sight to behold. What a spectacular shot we just saw on the par 4 with a drive in 1. Frank, how rare would this be if this putt drops?
Well, this is I'd like to say once in a lifetime, but on the odd occasion we do see back-to-back eagles. But it certainly is something to watch.
How does that stay out?
I have no earthly idea. Let's crawl that. Hole's round. Ball's meant to go in.
So they'll tap in. You can see why this player has been compared to a young Rory McIlroy, featured golfer making birdie and now sitting comfortably inside that cut line. Frank, this is no easy shot here at the par 3 13th.
Yeah, 13th hole. I mean, it's so appropriate, the number of the hole for this this design by Pete Dye. Wooden bulkheads, I mean, they give you sort of that harsh look. And this is just an absolute scorecard wrecker. You get a little cavalier here, you'll just rack up a number. There's nothing wrong with just hitting it to the right side of this green, just taking a 3.
Well, look out. This could be wet, Frank.
It's heading towards the hazard.
Just averted danger right there. So close.
Why does he have all the luck?
Been pretty good all day from this distance. Just trying to take care of business. Racking them and stacking them right now. 6 under par for the tournament.
Rich, in that great opportunity, name on top of the leaderboard. It is only round 1.
Good place to be. This is EA Sports PGA Tour coverage coming up next. Today it's live second round coverage of the Career Builder Challenge. Setting up to start the back 9 here, and if it's anywhere near as good as the front 9, Frank Hill will be very happy with his score at the end of the day.
Yeah, the hardest thing right now is to just keep doing the same thing without focusing on the score.
Nice long tee shot there and a good lie, Frank. Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
Good looking shot right here. Terrific golf shot. And now that for an easy birdie. Birdie try again here today. Had a nice birdie on this hole yesterday. Putting up some impressive numbers out here now. 9 under for the tournament. Boy, this is a long par 5, the 11th at PGA West. 617 yards. Pretty good drive here.
Another straight one.
Wow, that is a monster drive down there. About 315 yards.
Second shot.
Frank couldn't ask for anything more.
Just the lie there, too. It is sitting up like it's teed up.
All right, Frank, time to play a little pitch and putt right now. Good chance with a good shot here to make a 4.
Yeah, holes like this is where small ball can beat big ball.
And it makes the green in regulation. Just needs to keep it steady here over the putt. And he has it for birdie. Frank, Pete Dye always gets a player thinking what might be going through a player's mind right here.
You're going to play it as a layup. You know, that's a given. It's just what distance you want. And for every distance you're going to hit it off the tee, Pete Dye gives you a different challenge. If you lay it all the way back, obviously you've got the widest fairway. Then you've got the longer second shot. Get a little closer, it starts to shrink up, shrink up, shrink up. So it's how much do you want to bite off?
You can't hide the flagstick from that man.
He is just unbelievable. That never deviated offline.
Wow, that was so close, Frank.
Just time to forget that one. I mean, he couldn't hit that much better.
So a tester from 4 feet. And he has it.
A good putt redeems all.
Now at the par 3 13th, and Frank, in some ways, this is vintage Pete Dye, isn't it?
It is. His use of wooden bulkheads, plus the fact that he gives you that diminishing line. The further you go back into this green, you realize it's a larger carry. It just sort of reeks of something that's hit to the front mid-right of this green.
Not looking good, Frank.
I think it's wet.
Wow, lucky break right there, Frank.
Well, that's what everyone else is going to say, except him.
This hole's been good to him. Birdie yesterday, trying for another one today. Pretty much doing everything right this week. 11 under for the tournament. Now another short par 4. It's only 389 yards. But Frank, where could a player go off course, so to speak, at this 14th?
Well, this is a hole where you have to play your own game. If you're a longer hitter, I think you can challenge that bunker and knock it over there. And if you're shorter player, you should be only looking at that left side. You're always going to feel like you've left something out there on a hole like this. You'd always think you could have done the other option. But this is where you've got to stick to what you think is your game plan. There's a big green, and they're going to use every inch of it.
I mean, that's how the game is played, right there.
He's just making it look so...
Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Frank, if a player needs to make a big move at the close of the round, how could they get at this whole location and make a birdie? They call this turning home.
Yeah, I think that's where you have to be a little more aggressive off the tee shot. A drive of 280 yards can certainly take those two bunkers down the left out of play. There is one in the distance down there, 350 yards, so even the longest hitters can still hit driver down there. You imagine pumping one down there sort of 340 yards. Now you turn a long hole into a drive and a wedge. That's how you get aggressive.
What are you thinking on this second shot here at 15?
Well, if mentally you could take out all that bunker complex on the left, this second is extremely straightforward. And that's really the way you've got to play it. You've got to act like those bunkers aren't there on that left side. And therefore you can go straight at this flag.
He's making the game look very simple right now. See it, hit it, and he's got it right on track. Standing over this putt, concentrating on the read.
Just when you think you're going to make birdie, now have to really concentrate on this and at least make par.
In for par.
Well, Rich, 2 rounds in the books, and it's easy to see why the leaders are on top of that leaderboard.
Excellent performance, but still a long ways to go in this tournament. This is EA Sports. PGA Tour coverage coming up next. Today it's live third round coverage of the Career Builder Challenge.
Hazard.
Maybe wet. He's knocked it on the green, but not in a great position. This is a difficult chance coming up here. Long birdie try. Could it be? Good. Might like it. Oh, they're going to love it. What a putt. Frank, if you want to play this game at the highest level, and no doubt our players do, you have to sort of be tactical. Will you break down shots or break down a hole? How would you break down this hole in a very smart way?
Yeah, I know what you're getting at there. A lot of people would think 350 yards, you could bash a driver down there, you'd finish up in trouble. Well, the way to be aggressive on a strategic hole is to just put the first one in play in a position where you can attack with the second. And there's no shame in that. You can still walk off here more days than often than not with a 3. This has to go in the hazard.
Good news is, was able to retrieve the golf ball.
Yeah, on dry land, and can he carry it this time, though?
Third shot now, after the last one found the deep blue.
Yeah, you can still minimize the damage here. It's only one bad shot that you got punished for.
So the second of the par 4 goes begging, and now I'll have to rely on the short game.
Yeah, but a short game, as we all know, can redeem a lot of mistakes. Let's see if he does it here. Safely on the dance floor.
Workmanlike hole. He walks away with a par. Now the second par 5 on this opening 9 here at PGA West. Frank, what are we looking at?
The bunker down the right side gives you that optical illusion because it sort of has that curvy edge to it, plus it sort of moves its way to that right side, and then you notice there's a bunker on the left that sneaks in on the left side. So this isn't just sort of blaze away off the tee. It still requires a good straight tee shot. If you do err a little bit, then you've got to be very cognizant of the bunkers up on the left side as you get closer to the green.
Well, that one is every bit of that ball. Now the approach shot here on this par 5 8th. Uh-oh, this one's going left, Frank. You think he'll be happy with that, given that it looked like it was headed right for the rough?
Yeah, it looked like that was the only place it was going to finish, but, well, it's a little bit unexplainable. Let's see what he does from here now. Lucky break. Had to be a misread.
Settles in over the putt. Putting on a show, this tournament moves to 15 under par. Frank, the 9th hole, a par 4 measuring 452 yards. This is no picnic.
This is the toughest tee shot on the front side. The easy way to bail out down the left side, it might appear that way off the tee, but then it becomes a zigzag hole where it's very easy to clock up something like a 6. The bunker down that right side, just 300 yards to get past that, but it's almost like he gives you an option there. If you do want to challenge that right side, the bunker just might save you from going in the water. But there's no question, the best drive is down the right, but it's the most dangerous one.
Seems to like it. Looks like it's headed for the green. Had a birdie here yesterday, in there close. Great opportunity for another one. Birdie here yesterday, trying to do it again today. That had to really hurt, Frank, because it looked good all the way.
Well, this will test his mettle.
Trying to grind out a par here. Needs it. Well, considering the lead that he has on the rest of the field, a par is all you need. And that wraps up the 3rd round. Just one more to go before we crown our champion.
Yeah, I'm not saying I'm looking at my crystal ball, Rich, but that champion that we see tomorrow might be the one just sitting at the leaderboard on top of it right now.
EA Sports is proud to present today's PGA Tour coverage. Today it's live final round coverage of the Career Builder Challenge. Frank, did you hear the sound of that coming off the club face?
It was like a cannon.
Good strike, good lie, good chance to attack the pin. Ready for his second shot, trying to knock it on the green. really good distance control there, playing well to his strengths. Now this for birdie, came away with par in the previous round. Makes the putt for a birdie. Now to the par 5 16th. Frank, this is a pretty solid hole.
All the other, it's a big advantage here. This hole, as you've mentioned, bends to the left, and that bunker can be taken out of play by the longest hitters. 326 yards will get you past that. Otherwise, there's sort of a V shoot down the right side that everybody else has to respect. Has it come down yet? Not only is it straight, it's mega long.
Like he's going to have a go at it here at the par 5, his second shot.
This is definitely not going down the fairway.
It doesn't look good. I think it's going to be in the deep rough. Pretty good result right there, considering
it looked rough all the way.
Exactly.
It really did.
Been pretty good all day from this distance, just trying to take care of business. And he has it.
A good putt redeems all.
Par 3 17. It is the signature hole here at PGA West. They call it Alcatraz with good reason. You can get locked up here and they'll throw away the key. It's a place that has spoiled a lot of rounds through the years. Well, this one should be safely on deck here. Good chance now for a birdie. That was an outstanding play.
Well, it's almost a guarantee there after that shot.
Just a couple of feet. Continues to amaze. Yet another birdie. And what a day it's been. Well, Frank, hopefully the player arrived here at 18 in a pretty good frame of mind. If not, you have to be thinking, oh, here we go again. Water left. I mean, you could shoot 100 out here on this golf course if you don't have your best stuff.
Yeah, this is another example of, you're right, if you've got the bad mojo going, this is not the hole you want to be playing. Water left, bunkers right. Somewhere in between, though, this fairway.
Frank, this approach shot seems pretty straightforward. Just don't hit it left.
Yeah, it's a tough second shot. It's that visual. Once again, you've got that green that's angled to the left. But once again, like a few holes out here, you do not have to hit directly at this flag. You are allowed to move that flag mentally. 15 wrong with that.
That is classy.
They had a chance of going in.
This putt is to win the Career Builder Challenge. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Just a tremendous week of golf, and that, my friend, is a winner right there.
Yeah, and he should be proud of himself too. It took golf of the highest quality to beat this high quality field, and That is something that you will remember for a long, long time.